I have around 60 baby bettas and three adult females in here. I have my plaquette male. My pet store, yellow crown tail, did get in a fight with him. He has a hole in his stomach, but I fixed that for sure. But I have a lot of fry in here. I have a couple really nice ones. This male I'm not going to breed just because he has a little lump on the end of his tail from the amount of scaling that's on him. So, but this was a really nice female right there. This tank is hard to manage. Ways I do prevent autoaggression from male to male is adding this larger male. He's a chill dude. He doesn't go on full-on fights, but he does flare them back, and since he's larger, the other ones do back down. So I've only had ever in here 2 major fights that resorted into fin problems, like nipping and all that. And I have same thing with large females is the same way because I have a yellow half moon right there. Same with the large females. They prevent the other females from attacking each other. It does work out quite well. I just tried it out when they're starting to mature, and it's worked so far. Yes, I put in 3 cubes of bloodworms because I don't like netting my pigs because I have so many fry in here that if I just start netting everyone that are pigs, it won't even be worth it, so I just add in an extra cube. It works. But this 50 gallons in my kitchen, so I'm trying to be quiet because it's 5 a.m. right now while I'm recording. I still have some buggers that are just sleeping. Hello, dude. Don't miss the food. There we go. But yeah, they are 7 months old now. They just turned 7 months. I am going to give a lot of these guys to the pet store, since these guys aren't as nice quality as I'd like them to be. I'm working on my 2nd generation of these guys. I have 1 spawn, which I'll show you later on. But I have 1 more spawn of these guys with a male that I named Pip. Because he fell down my sink and was in the pipes. That's how he got his name. I have a couple really nice males. I'm planning on breeding him. He's just too small still. I have a couple really red ones in here I want to plan on breeding, and I'm breeding my oddballs too because I didn't know the male had the marble gene. So I want to breed a couple of my oddballs and see what I get. But I do have some jars clipped here because I have 2 that I'm trading some really nice plaquette half moon Dumbos, pink and a green one. Another one of my oddballs. If you can see her, my little cow pattern girls. I need to get rid of a lot of these fry. I just have so many and they're eating me out of house and home. Because having like 72 fry started off with, and I spend like 20 bucks every, 30 bucks every 2 weeks just to feed these guys. Because they eat like 3 cubes of food a day. Because there's so many of them in there, and I feed them until they're nice, fat, and plump. But I have a couple of really interesting guys. That's the mom to the fry. I decided to go all oddball and see what I'd get. Don't know where the male is. The male does have a bit of a spoon head, but it wasn't too severe to the point to where I wasn't too worried about it, so I just said screw it and bred him. But I think I might go ahead and go to the other fry tank where I have my smaller babies. But for now, everyone seems to be getting along. I'll stay a little longer, then go back there and see. Make sure there's no fights over food, because I've seen that before. Oh, there's Dad. Sorry, I saw him in. There's the Dad. He marbled a little bit. He got darker. But I'll be right back. I know this is boring. I'm sorry. So this is the, sorry for the awkward cut. I don't have any editing things, so I just use my device for editing and so on. But these are my next generation of these guys. I just bred comb-tails because it's my first spawn. But then I'm not really expecting too much of these guys to be like crown tail or delta. This is just experimental for me because I'm trying to get to know how to do these things with some not as nice pairs. So then when I do get my imports in, I'm spending like $300 on some really nice pairs to start my business, to breed my own stock and get them sold out, because these guys are just kind of my how I'm learning right now. I'm just gonna work on these generations and continue, and so then I can put that knowledge into creating lines into some nicer pairs while I go on this one. So this is my second gen. I showed you the parents not too long ago. There's probably a couple hundred babies in here. They're all over the place. They're on the floor. And my setup's quite simple. I just literally have like a critter keeper with a heater that's way too large. I don't know why. My 10-gallon heater did break and kill my half-moon spawn. My yellow half-moon spawn I bought online. That was nice. $50 down the drain plus more fry food. But setup's simple, basic, what you always see. But this is kind of like, these are my babies I have now. They are, what, 8 days old? No, they're 9 days old, 10 days old. They're not too old. They are still kind of new babies. And there's quite a lot. There's really a lot, and I have not seen any dead yet. Like, right up from the beginning, like, all of them started eating as soon as they were done free swimming, and they're just ready for the world. Hopefully I can get a couple good close-ups, but I probably won't be able to because I don't have a good enough camera to do so. Oh, I have a couple decent, so okay-ish close-ups. No, that's terrible. But yeah, it's 5 a.m. I just wanted to post a video real quick on the channel, just so you guys ever know everything. I haven't posted in like, what, 2 months. I do plan on getting the right equipment, editing software, and so on, so I can be a professional YouTube channel. And I do plan on doing a whole series where I'm practically telling you guys how I breed, how I do it, tips and tricks and so on. But that's going to take me probably a good 6 months to record, and probably going to be a 30-minute video because I'm going through everything that you need to know about beta breeding, because there's not many videos out there that show that. But one day, as soon as I get my fish room done and over with, one day, I'll have a good old video all about beta breeding. Because I've spawned, what, like 6-7 times? I've only had 2 that were successful and made it past 2 months. But the other times, just the males have been just eating the eggs for me, and I have to wait. Because I divided this tank and initially had like 3 pairs in here. Divided it because I wanted to have the spawns all in one tank and bred at the same day. And I know them apart because of the parents. They're a lot different from each other. I had a Dalmatian cellophane pair in here that I spawned myself. A black orchid, a really nice black orchid. And my oddball pair, which were just kind of weird multicolor babies I got at the first spawn, which are here. The male both males ate the eggs, and I was extremely disappointed, but I was quite happy that I got at least 1 spawn out of this. And seeing this now, it's going to be quite a large spawn for sure. Seeing that the death rate is quite low in here, I'm probably going to get around 70-60 babies most likely, because these are just monstrous spawns right here. Don't know why I get large spawns. My first spawn ever was 72 fry, and I've only had like 4 die ever, 2 from jumping out the tank, and the other 2 from just natural causes. They just couldn't push through. But I'm going to wrap this up. I'm going to continue doing what I got to do. I have to do, I think a 60-80% water change on the fry tank I showed you back there, the 50-gallon, because it's kind of overstocked right now. And I do need to do a water change on this, which is going to take hours, because I have to sit here and make sure I monitor the water so it doesn't go too low, make sure I'm not killing fry by sticking them up. And yeah, I need to stop rambling. So you might see another video on this channel like 2 months later. Don't know. I'm still working on things, still trying to get things figured out, because I really do want to be more of a professional channel. I do plan on getting an animator to animate my intro. I do plan on probably getting my own editor. I do plan on doing all these things as soon as my fish room is done, as soon as I get my business up and running. It's going to take me a good year before everything is all set and done, because I'm probably going to have to spill a couple $1,000s into this beta business for sure. It's really echoey in this room too, because there's nothing in here but my bed and this little rack I have this fry tank on, and it's just everything's a mess right now. But I'll for sure make this channel more professional. I will for sure upload more. I really want to become a really good YouTuber so I can educate you guys of what I've known so far. I do need to get in contact with people that have been breeding for a lot longer than I have. I do know a lot. I've been through my research. I've before I even bred my first time, I spent a good 3-4 months just researching and making sure I get everything right. But I'll be sure to at least try my best to do like cute little clips of baby bettas eating, because I do need to feed them. So if I can get some cute clips, I will upload that too. It'll probably only be like a minute. But I hope you guys have a really good day and morning, well, or night, depends on where you are. And I guess I'll see you whenever, just whenever on this channel.